Good afternoon, YouTubers. Benjamin Youngman here with my ASX stock picks for April 2019. I failed to do one in March. It's getting harder and harder to pick good growth companies. Very busy with work, but here I am in April. I'll give you two this month. Keep in mind this video is for entertainment value. This video is strictly entertainment value. I'll offer my opinion on companies on the Australian stock market that I think are interesting and worth watching. Please do not go and buy stocks in a company because I picked them. This is not financial advice. This video is not aimed at giving you advice or information specifically to your interests. Pick stocks that make you comfortable. Do your own research. Get your own financial advice. Do not rely upon this video as financial advice. It certainly is not. Getting straight into it. First pick for April is a company called Jumbo Interactive. Ticker code JIN. Jumbo Interactive, I'll give you a brief rundown, is an internet lottery business with operations in Australia and Germany. Currently in an expansion phase, Jumbo has been actively pursuing further opportunities in the USA, Latin America, Asia, and Europe. Jumbo Interactive flagship product is the ozlotteries.com, which sells real lottery tickets. Jumbo Interactive also operates the jimbolotto.de website that sells lotteries online in all German states. Okay, ranked at number 229. With a market cap of $1.01 billion on the Australian stock market. Jumbo Interactive, let's give you a little bit of a rundown. Okay. Now, Jumbo Interactive, as I said, has a market cap of just over $1 billion. One could argue that it is definitely overvalued at this point in time. It's always traded at a premium. Since the last few years, it went live on the stock market. Now, Jumbo Interactive has no debt, a strong cash position of $77 million. Let's have a look at their earnings for last financial year. So, their net profit after tax for the half year ended December 31st, 2018. Their net profit after tax was just over $12.5 million. That's for the half year. That's up 138% on the prior year. Their total revenue was up 66%. Where am I? I'm all over the place today. Sorry, guys. Okay, so their cash in the bank, 31st of December 2017 was $43 million. Following year, $77 million, up 78.5%. Their outlook and guidance for 2019. Full year guidance for 2019, they expect total transactional value to be around $296 million, which is up 62% on the prior year. They expect total revenues of about $60 million to $61 million at the end of 2019, which will be up 53% on the prior year. And they expect net profit after tax to be about $24 million for calendar year 2019, which is up about 107% on the prior year. Earnings of $37 million, their guidance outlook for the end of 2019. Let's just have a quick overview. The price to earnings ratio is really quite high. Like I say, this company is probably overvalued. For Jumbo Interactive, you're really paying for next year's price today at best. So that's the risk. The risk is one bad headline or average reporting season and the stock plummets, being that it's really propped up by market sentiment. It is on a great growth trajectory, but it is really propped up by the rest of the market. Everyone's onto this stock already. It's not one of those stocks flying under the radar. Everyone's onto it. It's very popular. But in saying that, their profit margins are around 38% operating margins of around 51%, so really high margins. Again, no debt, huge cash position. They have a return on equity of around 35%. So they're very strong, strong profitability, strong financial position. Quarterly earnings growth, 138%. Quarterly revenue growth of 57.9%. They're a strong company. I've been watching Jumbo Interactive since around the $5 mark. Kept watching it, $6, $7, $8. Didn't want to get into it until the price came back. I just thought I don't like paying too much for companies, and this continually seems to be overvalued. Again, kept watching Jumbo Interactive, $10, $11, $12. It's just trading at a premium constantly, given its growth trajectory, and its margins are very strong. So that's the risk. It has a very low gross dividend yield of around 2.2%. Nothing too exciting. They provide their software they license their software to other companies as well outside of Australia as a software as a service business to generate more income. I like them. I think they're a strong company. I can't see anything major going wrong with them right now. Their competition is very minimal. They have quite a dominant position in the space. So online lotteries, Jumbo Interactive. I've put a link below. The CEO speaking at their latest half-year reporting season. I've put a link for that below, as well as a link to Market Index. You can have a look at their graphs and their reports for recent years. A bit more information on the company. So follow those links and do your own homework. Going back 6 months, Jumbo Interactive was trading at around $8. Going back 1 year, it was trading at $4.10. If you go back to, say, April 2014, was trading at $1.30. Trading today at $16.58. It's had a 1 year return of 304% on the Australian stock market, outperforming the ASX 200 by almost 300%. It's Jumbo Interactive, my first pick. These videos, guys, are very raw. They're very rough, so I apologise for any errors that I make, or if I make a mistake when I'm speaking. These are uncensored, unedited. I go live, I stay on. I haven't been a Toastmasters. I'm not a great speaker. You guys get the idea. I'm providing stocks that I'm interested in. Again, uncensored, very raw, these videos, so I do apologise for that. If you can stick with me and just follow the basis that there's companies here that are of interest that I think are performing well. And I think I've got about 20 or 30 subscribers now. So thank you for those that are watching. I've had some comments lately saying, please provide more videos. We're interested to see what you pick next. So to those people who are giving me some feedback, it's really promising, very inspiring. Thank you for watching. Like I say, they're not the best videos. Hopefully you can get something from them. I think it's very early on. I started doing these videos in August, so we haven't even had 1 full year yet of stock picks. What I do come August, a few months' time, another 4 months' time, I'll go back and I'll review the stocks that I've been picking every month, 1 year on, to see how they're progressing, to see if I've done any good with my picks. There are some that are a bit flat or a little bit behind. It's only been a few months. Give it time. Some of them have really done well. But again, it's a long-term game. So the next stock, that's Jumbo Interactive, okay? The next stock that I'm going to talk about is Acro Formwork, okay? This is a little micro cap. A lot of risk with this one as well, but what stock doesn't come with risk? This company, Acro Formwork, ticker code ACF. Alpha Charlie Foxtrot, with a market cap of 67 million, ranked 887 on the Australian stock market. Acro Formwork and Construction Services Limited operates in the Australian construction services industry, hiring formwork, falsework and scaffolding, and undertaking sales of certain formwork equipment and consumables. Acro is currently working in the following projects: Pacific Highway Upgrade, North Connects, West Connects, Toowoomba Second Range, Gateway Motorway, Sydney Metro and Kingsford Smith Drive. This company listed on the Australian Stock Exchange back in August. Very new as an ASX listed player. Relatively unknown, I guess. It's got a price to earnings ratio of 1.8. It's experiencing great growth. Again, it's early days for this company. Normally, it's obviously ideal to see a company that's been on the ASX listed for many years, and you can go back and look at how it's performed consistently over time. So this is very young. It's a company that's been around for a little while, though only listed recently on the ASX. It's been less than 1 year on the ASX. Okay. So quick summary on the financials of this business. Underlying earnings for the half year reported February were $6.7 million. That's just for the half year, okay? That's up 33% on their prior half. The balance sheet, they have a net debt position of $2.5 million with financing headroom with $15 million facility in place from Westpac, which they can use if they need to put into their business or acquire other smaller competition. Net assets of $46 million. Their operating cash profit has increased to $5.5 million in the first half of 2019. Give you an idea of their underlying earnings for the last few years, okay? Their underlying earnings from 2015 to 2019. So for 2015 were 3.1 million. 2016, 5.2 million. 2017, 8.9 million. 2018, 10.8 million. And 2019 for the first half, they're at 6.7 million already. So you can see consistent growth with their earnings over the last few years. We'll just quickly go through their management effectiveness, really, and their profitability. Profitability, they have a profit margin of 27%, an operating margin of 11%, return on equity of 61%. It's a really strong indicator of a healthy business. A strong return on equity, that's huge. Again, a small debt, $2.5 million. They've got total cash of just under $5 million. Gross profit. Give me 1 second. Let's go back here. Their earnings. Okay. So total revenue for 2018 was 33 million. Total revenue so far, that was for the half. For first half of 2018 was 33 million. Total second half revenue for 2018 was 32 million. So about $65 million in total revenue for 2018 and already at 36 million for the first half of 2019 for total revenue. Okay. So return on equity 61%, profit margin 30%, low debt, trailing P of 3.5, current price to earnings ratio of 1.8. So they're on track to do more than $70 million in total revenue for the year. That's not earnings, that's just total revenue produced by the company. Again, market cap of $67 million. Heaps of growth, great return on equity, good profit margins, low debt, very young company. I think Acro Formwork, ticker code ACF, is a great company with a lot of room to grow. Let's have a look. The declaration of interim dividend of 1 cent per share. Not amazing, but again, it's only traded today at 37.5 cents a share. It's experienced an all-time high back in September of 55 cents, not long after it listed. It's dropped down to sort of 37 cents, back up to 50 cents, back down to 33 cents, and now sitting at 37 cents. I think there's more upside than there is downside for this company. So if you're patient and you're hanging there for the next couple of years to see what this company does, I think you can make a lot of money. It's my personal opinion. I've put a link in the description down below so you can do your own research. I'm a little bit underprepared today, guys. I'm just bouncing all over the place, so please forgive me once again. 15 minutes in, I think, now, so we'll leave it at that. Please put any feedback and comments below. I really do appreciate the feedback. Anything I've missed, just ask me any questions down below, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. That's Jumbo Interactive and Acro Formwork. They're my 2 picks for April. There's a few others I'd like to mention, but I'm not going to go crazy. There's a couple to think about for you today, and I will be back in a couple of weeks to look at a couple more. Thanks for watching. Cheers.